It's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the...
What is gender expression? Gender expression is how someone chooses to present themselves either through clothing, hairstyles, behaviors, or tone of voice. How someone chooses to present themselves may not align with societal expectations of either femininity or masculinity, but this does not make their gender identity, which is to be either a man, a woman, or anything in between, less valued. For example, someone who identifies as a woman may still dress and behave more masculine, just as someone who identifies as a man has every right to dress and behave in a more feminine way. In my own life, I have experienced hatred and discrimination towards me because of the way I choose to present myself. I identify as a woman, but I keep my hair very short and I prefer to dress in a slightly more masculine way than some of my peers, since that is what feels right to me. Some people feel that they have a right to make negative comments about my appearance since in their eyes, women should have long hair, wear dresses and tight clothing, as well as partake in stereotypically feminine activities. So when they see me, someone who doesn't necessarily fall into this girly category, they question why I look this way, and to that I simply say it's how I feel the most comfortable. Negative comments about my appearance used to really get to me, and I still feel a strong pressure to conform to typical feminine standards, but as I've matured, I've realized it is up to me to choose how I want to be seen. I also have realized that many people don't have the same knowledge on gender identity and expression that I do, which can be extremely harmful to people like me. This, however, can change. Instead of judging someone based on how they look, realize that everyone has a right to present themselves in the most comfortable way possible for them, even if it's different than what you expected. How I choose to look is likely not right for someone else. It's all about trial and error to see what works best for you to feel amazing in your own skin. Society has only recently begun to become more accepting and less discriminatory of different gender expressions and identities. The 1970s had a boom of stars who expressed themselves much differently than the majority of the population. This was the start of a revolution, particularly for those in the LGBTQ+ community, to express who they truly were. Elton John, who expressed himself not only through his music, but also through his outfits by wearing feathers, glitter, latex bodysuits, and fun patterns which were unheard of for men of the time. Prince, another popular artist of the late 70s, was known for his high-pitched vocals, brightly colored clothing, and high heels which he wore during his performances. In the early 80s, rock star Joan Jett joins the music scene with her edgy suits, haircut, and overall masculine behavior. Unfortunately, it wasn't easy for us as a society to begin to accept people who are outside of the norm. On the bright side, we have made so much amazing progress, and the best thing we can do now is keep educating ourselves to progress our thinking, instead of sticking to such rigid views society still holds for how certain people should present themselves.